Hi, everybody. Welcome to Bulletproof Underwear, episode number 112.1. Tonight, we've got a very special show. This is a rebuttal to show number 112 with guest Modest Major. I'm your co-host, Yamjuice.
I'm your co-host, Flex.
And today, we've got rebutting Modest Major is none other than Mr. Mango. Yeah!
What up?
You got your Red Bull?
Yes, I do.
I got my Rockstar.
Gotta have my Red Bull. God damn.
Flex, he's got his energy drink. We're energied up here. This will be a high energy commentary on life as we know it inside the gaming world. So, apparently, you took some exceptions with some of the things that were said on the show, number 112. What do you think?
I wouldn't say exceptions as much as I fervently disagree with some of the things that were said. And I'm going to point this out first off. I want to say, Modest Major, respect your work, respect who you are. Opinions are like assholes. Everyone's got one. But I do have some things to say about the PlayStation, the new consoles, which I mostly agree. The COD, Call of Duty, Black Ops type of thing, camping, as well as something near and dear to my heart, Destiny.
Destiny. Okay, so where do you want to start?
Let's start out with the new consoles. I totally agree with the fact that resolution really doesn't make a console. You give me something to play. You made a point about Borderlands, and although I totally disagree that it's pretty, it's ugly as shit. It's a comic book game.
Oh, no, you didn't.
I did, but I enjoy the hell out of it because it's fun to play. The controls are smooth. That's what makes a game. It's not the consoles. And the three of us being early adopters for both systems, I fully wear the jackass helmet because we've been screwed.
We have been screwed. Yeah, I feel like I'm such a dumbass for buying everything up front.
Have we been screwed, or did we just jump because we had to have the next one?
Well, it's just the idea that my friends were playing this shit and I wasn't. I couldn't handle that.
I agree. I totally agree. And I got to a point where I just can't stand this. There's really nothing out there except for maybe Battlefield, which to me is not Broken Field. I'm really stoked for Destiny, but that's not out. Wolfenstein was great, but man, that was like me having sex. It was really short. I'm really bummed out by what's out there for the new consoles. Now this fall there's definitely going to be a change, and I've got my Core 3 that I'm going to be playing this fall.
3, okay.
Number 1, Destiny.
Less than 2 weeks.
Destiny. Number 2, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. And number 3 will be, I am going to jump into the Halo fray. Please be kind. Please just don't do bad things to my naked body. I'd appreciate it. And I'm sure your viewers would appreciate it as well, not to see that. I'd like to go to YouTube. And this is another area where I mostly agree that for me, YouTube is basically what you make it. For me, it's got, and I have to take these off because I can't see. I'm old.
YouTube, join the club, buddy.
It's. I've got 3 points for it. It's entertainment, really. I mean, I love Neebs. I love Battlefield Friends, Hank and Jed. I love the Worm Squirm. I love some of the trolling that he does, although I'll never go in an open lobby because I don't have the guts. nor do I want to deal with it. Number 2 is information, where I can learn from people who actually work at it, like Drifter, Prestige is Key, Charlie and Tout, Dado does Destiny, as well as More Console, who I know was a Halo guy. And really, for similar opinions to how I feel, Thunder. I love Thunder. Chaos, before he became Mr. And here again, I'm blanking on the game because I never played. Oh, Grand Theft Auto.
Grand Theft Auto, okay.
Yeah. In regards to pro player videos, they bore the shit out of me. Especially when you're an MLG guy. If you're someone like Parasite, you're someone like Killa, you know, maybe it's because of the way they acted that I really have such a bad taste in my mouth regarding them. You know what? Gaming today is no different than it was 30 years ago when we had the NES, when we had the Atari 2600. It's all patterns. And all they are is a bunch of kids who have learned the patterns. Now, there's a lot of skills involved, and there's a lot of hand-to-eye coordination, a lot of things that old folks like me don't have. And I just don't need to see that. Give me some jumps, some spots, some good weapon combinations like Drifter does, advice like Prestige does. I'm happy.
So you're not a fan of watching people scrim or MLG kind of stuff.
Well, and here's where I'm going to kind of contradict myself is I'll watch competitive like Halo stuff. I'll watch competitive Battlefield stuff because that's newer to me. I want to learn and just see some things, but I'll mute it because I mean a lot of these guys on Twitch, which I've started watching on Twitch, they make me cringe, and I'll mute it. But I'll
Is that because they're such braggarts about how badass they are?
Yeah, you know what? Your e-penis is large. Fantastic. What's going to happen to you in about, I'd say about 5 years when you're looking for a job? You know,
my hands.
You're going to interview with, and you're going to tell me you're a Call of Duty guy and you're like Mr. Pro, and I'm going to say, don't mean shit. And it's you anywhere in life, son. But that's my opinion, and everybody else, you know, has their own. If there is a pro out there that's good, that's, you know, kind of humble, I'll stay with them. I'm finding that more in the Halo universe than I am in the Call of Duty universe because it's less toxic. But a couple YouTubers that I totally just despise, you know, Wings. Wings, here, this is a personal message to Wings, and I hope you see this, bro. Get some help, because if you're that sad about life, it's not worth playing a video game. Seriously.
Wings bitches and moans and pisses about how low his view count is, and then he plays games like whatever. He plays these oddball games that he likes, and they get hardly any views, and he gripes and pisses about how low views they get. It's like, well, nobody owes you any views. You have to earn them.
No, absolutely. Here's a second person. Somebody who I used to really like to watch was Woody's, but I don't know what happened when Woody got into Minecraft, whether he was sniffing glue or something, but that dude went from, you know, a normal dude, like, way over the line. I got daughters. If my daughter ever had to watch a video or whatever the case is with his advice, I would personally go beat the crap out of that guy. He just...
The infamous blowjob
Yes.
lessons.
Yes. I swear to God, maybe it's because I'm a dad, maybe it's because I have daughters, but I swear to God, I will skin you and leave you on the highway.
I just didn't get that. I just kind of went. I didn't get that. I didn't get that coming from him. What the fuck was with him, man? I didn't.
Well, he had this thing where he did like questions like from viewers, and they were usually intended to be about sex. You know, and at some point he answered some question about how to perform a blowjob. And of course, everybody knows that Mango knows the best way to perform it. I'm just kidding.
No, you know, if you want to go there. No, I don't.
No, just joshing you. So yeah, it's like I used to like Woody too. I
met him once.
I met him once. I went to an event that he was at, and I got his little autograph, and he said, "Yamjuice, control the engagement," and I knew he was going to write that.
Well, here's the thing, you know, YouTube is a business, and they're mostly younger people that are doing it for the most part. Woody's a little bit of an older age. He should know that this is his brand. Woody's gamer tag is his brand. You see that question, you bypass it. You don't answer it. Why are you giving it the time of day?
Well, I don't know that he's done anything similar to that since then. It's like I would have heard about it on Twitter if he had. So, but the fact is, he just seems like a cynical. Everything he does is calculated for
like a fucking turd burglar.
Promoting, you know, his stuff. His like Minecraft server is making hand over fist money, and that's like what he's all into right now. And it's like, fine, do it. I don't give a shit. I don't want to watch your videos.
And that's what it comes down to. Now, I do have certain people that I really enjoy. I've stated Blackworm. I love Blackworm. I think he's funny as hell. Like I said, you know, I don't want to be in a lobby with him because he'd scare me. But that's the thing is, you know, you see a guy that's in a corner with a Doom Shield, with a Sentry Gun, and a trophy system. All you got to do is get killed once. You don't go back. These
That's what I do.
Stupid. Mandy Button, love her. I love the work she's done. The Extinction videos are fantastic. Only part of Ghost that was, you know, any digestible at all. But thank you, Mandy. Your stuff is really well done. There's a lot of people that I enjoy. More Console. Dado does Destiny. Like I said, these are names that I'm not going to repeat, but that's basically how I feel about YouTube. And it's just, I don't disagree with what you said so much. I just wanted to make my opinion known as a member of the older community that, you know, I've been playing video games since a lot of you guys were prepubescents. If prepubescents, shit, some of you guys weren't even born when I was playing video games. You know, I was playing Pong before you guys even knew what your dick was.
Right. I was playing video games before your dad was born. How about that?
Exactly. Now let's go to Call of Duty and a couple things, and I'm going to call Flex out to begin this with. Flex stated that he hated Black Ops 2 from the very beginning, and Flex, I hate doing this to you because I love you, but I love you like a brother.
Yeah, do it.
But I will say, Flex said, after getting some sleep, recovering completely from my kidney stone, and putting in some game time, I must admit I kind of like the game. The kill streaks are cool, KEWL, and the configuration options are awesome. I'm having fun playing with everyone again, lots of fun. And you contradict yourself.
I did. I put a video out right after it came out. I hated the game. I said it sucked. I said I'm never going to play this fucking game. Yam comes on. He sees it. He goes into panic mode. What are we going to do for a year? Flex hates the fucking game. And everybody was freaking out. And then I got some sleep. And I'll admit it, I did contradict myself. It's true.
But for you, Flex, you know, understanding the health issues, the kidney stones, I swear to God, you must have a diamond factory in your kidneys. The issue, I would give you my advice, Flex. don't say shit until you play it and you can get some sleep in you because
yeah.
All right, so yeah, your point is basically you're kind of calling it too quickly, right?
Yes, exactly. And, you know, as much as I'll say positive things, I won't say shit until I've played it for a while. I played it with some people, play with different people, not just with the guys I run with. You know, I'll play it with Flex, with the sub 1 guys. I'll play it with the 2 old guys. I'll you know, play it with different people so I can get different experiences with the game before I'll say anything. And I love you, Flex, but you're not a windsock. You're pretty much dead on most of the time. But
that was
I saw that, I was like, dude, seriously,
I fucked that one up.
Now
I fucked up.
When it comes out, there's a couple things that this is going to make an agreement. DLC is never as good as the original game, and I will, Mr.
Modest Major.
Thank you, Mr. Major. I will agree with you, but there is a lot of good DLC that comes out afterwards. That, you know, one of my favorite boards of all time, or maps, excuse me, Walmart, would be Berlin Wall from Black Ops 1, and obviously that was the first DLC. So while I agree with majority of what you said, I'm not going to stop buying DLC because you are going to get those once in a while. You're going to get that really kick-ass board, and you're going to be happy for it. Now, I'm going to call you out on your version of escapism and what you say about that was, I felt like it was directed towards me because I consider myself a camper. Ooh, YouTube comments. Come on, bring them.
It's true, folks. Mango considers himself a camper.
But I consider myself a tactical camper. And what that is we'll play Dom and we'll get 2 points and a flag and we'll defend. We'll PTFO. We'll PTFO, not only protect, but we'll play. So I'm not going to sit there in a corner in some off-the-flag building just waiting for you to spawn. I'm not going to spawn trap and be a douchebag. But and please correct me if I'm wrong, Modest Major's words were, I am a depressed, non-moving freak. Because that's my version of escapism. And
okay, so that's what Modest Major said about campers.
Yes, and what you call depressed, I call tactical positioning because I play the objective as well as protect the objective, and that's my way of playing it. Not all of us are going to be like Halo players and we just...
Well, there's some camping in Halo. I mean, it's not...
Halo's much more fast. I will admit, Halo's faster than Call of Duty, which is faster than Battlefield. But sometimes when I've seen Halo, it looks like you're freaking the Trix Rabbit snorting cocaine, drinking Red Bull, man. These guys are running around with shotguns, and it's just, honestly, it's got me kind of freaked out. So it makes me a little bit worried about Halo, but I'm going to give it a chance. So I'm calling you out on that. What you call a depressed, non-moving freak, sorry, I'm not depressed. I am a freak, but either way, I'm just going to tell you how it is. That's how I like to play. I paid my $60, like Yam said. I'm going to do what the fuck I want.
Right,
sorry if you don't like the way I play.
Okay, for the record, I am in agreement with Modest Major. Camping is the primary reason I hate ghosts, because it encourages it. In fact, it requires it. You know, so I'm anti-camper, but I'm not calling you a depressed freak.
Well, and there's 2 kinds of campers. Now, if we find somebody on our team, say we bring in a random, and you know, we only have 5, whatever the case may be, and that guy's just going to be camping off the spawn, and he's not helping us, and he's just fucking up the other team, we will, especially Walmart, we will go out of our way to make we'll sacrifice the game, but we'll make our our mission to get rid of you. We will go out of our way. We will back you in a corner. We will douche you. That's not. I mean, there's camping, and then there's being a dick.
Big guns, and I cannot lie.
Okay, so even a self-proclaimed camper draws a line at certain kinds of camping.
Absolutely.
Well, maybe that's what Modest Major was talking about too. The same kind of campers that you're talking about.
Well, and that's what I'm hoping, but he did not clarify that. So, and I had it out with one of our clan members, while he was one of our clan members, and he made a big deal about, oh, you're a camping little faggot. Well, use that language. I'm sorry, a camping little jerk, whatever the case may be, and. I'm going to do what is told. Especially in Battlefield, if Willie gives me an order and protect Flag D, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do whatever I can because I'm going to try to play the game to win the game. You play to win the game.
Well, see, I don't mind people who are playing to win a game. I hate the kind of people who use objective games as like a team deathmatch kind of a thing where they just use it to get kills, to rack up kills. If you're playing to win the game, that's great. That's the main reason why I like deathmatch kind of games. It's like I like Slayer in Halo because I don't want to have to worry about people using the objective as a bait to just get kills. So that's why I like kill-based games.
If we go in with 5 or 6, at least 5, we can own a game, and that's just because we play tactically, and that's what I do. I camp tactically. We're going to take this flag. We're going to take this flag. We're going to make sure we have the advantage. We may work towards the 3rd flag, but we will never spawn trap. And if you're going to sit there and try to spawn trap the other team, we're going to make your life miserable, and you're going to leave the lobby, and then you're going to send me hate mail, which I've gotten plenty of, and it doesn't bother me. You can call me a douchebag. You can call me whatever you want.
Just don't call you late for supper.
I never...
By the looks of me, I haven't been late for many suppers.
I've never been accused of being a camper, so I'm a run-and-gun idiot. I'm Mr. Run up the middle of the shotgun alley with the meat shield pro on, and everybody knows it. And so, but my point is it's never bothered me. It does bother me if you're like camping way away from the objective and you're just picking people off. That does bother me. But it's never bothered me a bit when people are defending an objective when we're PTFOing, you know what I mean? It's just never. Now, when you're playing deathmatch, the objective is to kill horse, so you know.
Right.
But when you're playing an objective
even in that game, that kind of a game type, there's campers who basically they're worried about their KD. Is like if you go into a game and you get like 4 kills and no deaths. Did you really help your team win?
Well, I will agree with that, Yam, because if you only have 1 flag and you're camping that flag, yet you're losing 2 of the other flags, you're not helping your team. So at that point, I'm going to run. I'm going to gun. I'm going to take those corners, and I'm going to get that flag. And I may die 30 times. But we have to have that advantage before you can protect the flag.
Right.
That's a different version of camping as well. I will not sit until we have the shit, and that's both of them.
There you go.
Got to have got to have the advantage to even consider sitting.
Right. Okay, so let's check out your next point.
Kill time in COD. We all know, most of us know, I play hardcore, so kill time doesn't mean as much to me. But if I'm looking at the kill time in Advanced Warfare, it looks a lot better than it was in Ghosts. Because
faster.
Ghost was basically almost hardcore. I mean, the kill time was freaking unbelievable.
Yeah, it was almost hardcore.
Yeah.
And I just, it didn't bother me, but if I wanted to play with a bunch of my buddies who wanted to play straight up, it wasn't as bad, but it drives me nuts.
Hang on, can we like do a timeout here?
Sure. The next point that I want to get to is the Advanced Warfare, the Bare Bones playlist. I applaud them for putting it in.
So you're talking about the playlist without the exo suits.
Absolutely.
The exo abilities.
And maybe I should start off with the change fact, the point about change, because COD continues to change, and I can't stand it. I don't want to always... COD is becoming Halo Light, and I don't like it, but I'm going to play it because I like COD. The thing is, it doesn't have to change just to change. Halo players hate Reach. They hate 4 because it changed. Just like COD players, we don't like Ghost because of the way they change shit. A lot of people are bitter at Black Ops 2. Not me, but a lot of people were bitter at Black Ops 2. Why change? Give me World at War 2, man. Give me Call of Duty Vietnam like Sledgehammer was originally working on, although it was third-person bogus. It doesn't have to change. Why change my game to become the game that you want?
Okay, well... I hear you, but so you're saying that you're not in favor of the exosuit movement abilities, the double jumping and the dash kind of things?
Am I in favor of it? No, because we just played that. This is just Black Ops 3. It's plain and simple. This game is Black Ops 3. I mean,
I never looked at it like that.
If you look at it, it even looks like the Treyarch product. While we talk. That's all right. It looks like the Treyarch product. I mean, if you think about it, Treyarch did World at War, Treyarch did Black Ops 1, Treyarch did Black Ops 2. Look at you got the World War 2, you got then the 60s Cold War, and then all of a sudden you're in 2025.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All of a sudden I don't even know where the fuck we are with Advanced Warfare 2068. Whatever, but
they still have about 500 years to reach Halo.
But they're already there, man. You got the exosuit, you got the exo abilities. You're jumping, you're boosting. It's like I said, it's a little bit of Titanfall, it's a little bit of Halo. My game doesn't have to continue to change. I am mad at COD for changing for the same reason that the Halo guys are mad at Halo for bringing out Reach and then 3 with Halo.
Well, I think you do have a point there. I think you have a point. Like, everybody loves Halo 3, Halo 2, because it's like, that's what they came up on. When Reach came out and changed things, I hated it. When Halo 4 came out and changed things, I hated it. I'm not enough of a Halo expert, and I never played 3 or 2, so I can't say. But maybe, it's like the game has to change some, or else people will not buy it. It's a business thing.
They're changing things.
But God, we don't have to change just for the sake of fucking changing.
Thank you. I mean, there's change, and then there's like drastic motherfucking change. Why did we have to go from 1968 with Black Ops to 2025?
You know what would have been cool? Would have been cool, man. Would have been something with like the Tricky Dicky era, man, with like Watergate and shit, and like the end of the end of now.
Well, your Battlefield game is making a big change. You're going cops and robbers.
That's true.
Yes.
Although the gameplay itself does not look any different.
Honestly, I mean, I'm looking forward to Hardline because it is a Battlefield, and I am now a Battlefield whore. But to me, it's just an extension of Battlefield 4. Instead of being aircraft carriers and shit, you still got repair tools. I mean,
it looks pretty fucking same.
It's an add-on. Let's be honest. They couldn't fix what they fucked up in Battlefield 4 quick enough to make the community happy. You'll never make that community love Battlefield 4. I'm late, so I'm okay with it. But the original guys, you know, your Shiz, your Denjoga, you got your
Rock, Coasty,
those guys still call it broken field. I don't see it. But that's just because I'm only...
I guess you didn't experience all the crashing and rubber banding and all that shit that they did.
You're right. But I look at it this way. You know, instead of fixing Battlefield 4, they're kind of repackaging it. They're just making it a little bit different, but staying in the same time frame. It's basically an add-on. That's my opinion.
Well, they moved the launch time for it. It was going to come out at the same time all those other games were coming out.
Yeah, but after the beta, they realized that they still had a broken field on their hands, and now it's March 31st. So I applaud them for finally realizing and listening.
Only if it comes out working. If it's still got Halo, or if it's still got Battlefield 4, problems, then yeah, people are not going to forgive them.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that. I'm enjoying the shit out of Battlefield.
I saw both sides of it. I saw both sides of the Battlefield thing, and it's like, now that it's working, I'm happy. It's when it wasn't working, it sucked, man. But now that it's working, it's cool.
Well, gamers do hold a grudge. They hold a grudge. If you fuck them over, they're going to get mad.
I'm not saying I'm happy about how long it took us to get from point A to point B, but I'm glad we're at point B.
Well, I think it's going to be a seminal year for both Battlefield and Call of Duty because their last iterations pissed off a lot of their players. So, we'll see. We'll see. Are they going to take it out by becoming Destiny guys or becoming Halo guys?
Well, I don't know so much about what's the Halo system, what's going on there, but for me, basically what it is Treyarch good, Infinity Ward bad, Sledgehammer unknown.
Yeah. So
I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt and let the shit flow. But I dread 2016 Infinity Ward coming back.
I know. Hopefully they'll get fired by that time. That's my hope.
Well, thank you.
There you go.
There's nothing in 2016. God, I just Infinity Ward since Modern Warfare 2, which I started afterwards. I have not experienced a good Infinity Ward product.
Right. Modern Warfare 3 was junk. Well, hopefully in my case, I will be playing Halo 5 Guardians for the second year by that time and still enjoying it.
I'll be on Destiny too. To get to our next point.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's a good segue.
Destiny.
Okay, now Modest Major basically took Destiny to task in episode 112.
And I would like to address a couple things like, dude, please don't we can't be fanboys of a game based on just what we see in a beta. Don't piss on a game just because, it was so repetitive. It was that. There was a lot of shit that you didn't see. I actually, I took screenshots of enemies that were unfightable that I found up the side of a mountain. I just in different areas that I don't know.
Okay, so it's going to be way, way bigger than anything that we saw in the beta.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Okay.
I look at it this way. Destiny is Call of Borderlands, or to me, it's Borderlands on crack. Looking pretty. It felt so smooth. It felt good. I'm going to agree. I'm not playing it for the player versus player. That means nothing to me. My multiplayer choice is going to be Advanced Warfare, Battlefield 4, and I'm going to say Halo.
Okay.
I don't get ass raped, which I probably will anyways.
Well, I will basically hold your hand to the extent that I'm capable of helping you in any way that I can.
As long as it's my hand. I've seen where you put
That's the only part of you I can find.
Fuck you.
Okay, so Major was criticizing. Sorry for talking. I haven't eaten. Major was criticizing Destiny because it was grindy. It's like you fight the same underlings, and then you get a boss, and you shoot the boss. You keep shooting him, and then you duck, and then you keep shooting him, and eventually he dies. And you go and collect your couple of pieces of glimmer, and that's all you get.
Oh, what do you do in Halo? Do you beat bosses?
Okay. It's like you fight underlings, and you move up the scale. There are different guys with different abilities that you got to kill, and there's different hard dudes to kill, and there's little puzzle kind of things that you got to solve.
Okay, all right.
It's kind of mazes.
And this is going to bring up another point that he made. The only reason people are buying Destiny is because it's made by Bungie. Bullshit, dude. I'm sorry. I'm not a Halo guy. I'm balls deep in Destiny, man. I'm so psyched. I've never played really a Bungie game, so...
Okay, well...
Your logic is wrong. My whole group of two old guys... We're not Halo guys. We're Call of Duty guys who are pissed at Call of Duty and looking for a way out. Enjoying Battlefield and Destiny is... We love Destiny.
Destiny has definitely picked a good year to come out, for sure.
Yes.
Because of all the people that are pissed off at Call of Duty.
Yes.
And other shooters that they're not crazy about. Okay. But if it wasn't Bungie, it wouldn't have the same level of hype that it has. It has the momentum. It has the most hype since Titanfall or Watch Dogs.
Is it Bungie or is it Activision that's giving it the hype, though?
Excuse me?
Well, if it was just a brand new unknown IP, of course Activision would be promoting it, but it would be a much harder job because everybody knows what Bungie has done.
Right. You're right.
It's like Titanfall. It's like, okay, this is Respawn. This used to be Infinity Ward, the Infinity Ward that you loved back in Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare. So people sort of expected great things from them.
Yeah, well, they put their faith in the wrong basket.
Well, let's see what happens with Titanfall 2. That's the question.
It's a whole different subject. I played 3 hours of it. I still have it, and God only knows why. Maybe it's because there's no other fucking games.
Now, is that a contradiction? Maybe you didn't give it enough of a chance, just like you were talking about.
Yes and no. I didn't give it another chance because I found something else that I liked more. Yet, there's another game that I absolutely despise. I hated Battlefield. I hated Battlefield 3 ever since Cephas 88 took my tags during training. I just...
Okay, so you hated Battlefield.
I hated everything about Battlefield, and then get down, damn it. And then I gave it a...
Because of the drought of games, you
yeah, and I gave it a chance.
Give it a shot.
I'm fucking digging the shit out of it, man.
Yeah, it's fun.
And we got great leadership. Call out to Willie. Call out to Rock. We got great leaders. Monkey. Little bit Chiz, a little bit, because he doesn't want to be called out on that. But we got great leaders. We play as a team. We
play a lot. And there's an active group that plays every night, so you can get on and you can be pretty assured that you're gonna find buddies. It used to be like that's how Call of Duty used to be.
And it's kind of killing me because this is 2 nights in a row that I'm not playing it. So.
Yeah.
Fuck. I mean, I got my battle log here, and I'm looking at my battle log, and I'm going, oh.
Well, if this wraps up after a while, don't worry. There'll still be some of those crazy mofos, you know. I'll bet you.
Hopefully, they'll be on our server, which I want servers. But we're going to go back to Destiny. Don't judge it. I can't say it's kick-ass just on the beta and the fact that it's Bungie, just like you can't say the only people are buying it because it's Bungie and it's so repetitive. It's a fucking beta, dude.
Okay. So Modest Major and I both had the same comment that we thought that it was going to pull a Titanfall. Big hype, giant hype, big sales, sells like lots of pre-orders, a lot of people get it, and everybody's playing it for a couple of weeks. And then it's going to subside substantially. That's my prediction. And Modest Major even more so was saying that.
I would like to sit here and say you are wrong because that's how I feel. But that's my opinion, and there's no basis in fact to. I need to have the game in hand for a few weeks before I can say that. I need to have something else that may draw my attention away before I can say that. Let me give you my opinion of Destiny when Call of Duty comes out, because then I can tell you, you know, we'll do a Call of Duty show. I'll say, hey, you know what? It's pulling away from Destiny. I thought Destiny was the cat's ass. Maybe I was wrong. I can admit that I'm wrong, but I'm not judging it based on just a beta, and I'm not going to say you're wrong as much as I want to say you're wrong.
Okay, so it comes out 2 months before Call of Duty and Master Chief.
Yes, it comes out exactly 9/9 or 12 on my PlayStation. 12 days, 1 hour, 52 minutes, and 10 seconds. And I'll be playing it.
More or less.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's cool that you can pre-download and all that. But it's like I'm basing my prediction on the fact that if it is going to have a fate other than Titanfall, it is going to have to make those Call of Duty and Halo guys and Battlefield guys. It's going to have to make them want to play, not just to play the PvE, the Borderlands aspect of the game, but they're going to have to get those people playing the multiplayer, the player versus player. If they can't get them to play the PvP and keep playing the PvP, then I think it is going to suffer a similar fate to Titanfall. And from what I've seen, I don't think the multiplayer is strong enough to do the trick. You yourself don't like it.
I strongly disagree. Because Borderlands is a classic. Borderlands 2 is a classic. My brother still plays Borderlands. There is no multiplayer. So, using that logic...
Well, is it as big? I mean, is it the people that are still playing Borderlands? Yeah, there are people who play it, but are there enough to keep a big AAA mega title like a Call of Duty or a Battlefield or a Halo afloat for the long haul?
Well,
I don't know that
but
just
it's still a classic.
It's a classic, and Destiny may go down as a classic, but if its multiplayer can't keep people engaged and going back for more multiplayer, then I think it is going to have a serious... Because those players, they're going to enjoy playing the Borderlands kind of play style, but at some point, people want to get their fix on for multiplayer. And if it's not strong and they don't keep those players, they're going to go back to the games that they've been playing. Call of Duty, Battlefield, and of course Halo. If their multiplayer isn't strong and doesn't do the job, and you yourself don't like the multiplayer that much.
Well, I think that's really when we got to wait and see what happens on. Really, we really do, because we're hating on the multiplayer. I mean, I'm hating on it, but maybe there might be a huge group of people out there that ain't hating on it.
It's crazy chaos. There's no fucking rhyme or reason to it. People running around with charged weapons and charged superpowers. It's like you get taken out, just random chance. Any dumbass can have a charged fucking pistol with giant auto aim and just like drop you instantaneously. So in that regard, it's not my cup of tea. I'll dick around with it, I'm sure, because it's going to be a brand new game. I'm going to dick around with it, and maybe I'll say, "Hey, this is the greatest thing ever." But
you know what? It frustrated me. It frustrated me like another game when I started playing it, Halo 4. Them damn pickup weapons. I never got the hang of until I started playing with you guys of the pickup weapon.
Right, that's the most hated aspect of Halo 4.
Right,
is the ordnance drops.
The ordnance drops.
Yeah, just after you've played a while and you've killed enough guys, you just get a random power weapon that you just get to call in.
Yeah,
and it's like a kill streak.
Fantastic. That levels the playing field. Not all of us have the MLG skills. Fine. Then put me in a different server. Give me the option to rent my own server. I love the Battlefield thing.
Yeah, that's
play
cool.
with my own group of people. I don't need to play with, I'm not saying so much major, but I'm saying with some of these high-ranked guys that are going to sit there and just ass rape me. That's what attracts me to Battlefield. My KD is low, but I'm consistently scoring at the top of the list because I PTFO, I repair, I drop ammo.
Take out air support. You do med packs and revives and ammo and all that good stuff. Yeah, so there's a lot of ways that you can contribute to your team's victory without killing in Battlefield. That is true.
That's true.
And in Halo, if you're playing Capture the Flag or something, and you're going for flag caps, you're probably not going to have a fantastic KD.
Look at me in Blops. If it wouldn't have been for the rocket launcher, I would have never done anything, man.
Estrella.
Estrella was my friend.
God, everybody loved Estrella.
Well, not people who earned helicopters. They didn't like
air support was never stood a chance.
You were at a sub-1 lobby and you brought up air support. It was a fight to see who knocked that shit down
first.
Yeah. Yeah. So what else did you do?
Timed exclusives. I agree. I'm lucky enough to have both consoles, so for me it doesn't matter, but I wish we could all get on the same page. But I do understand the business aspect of it that, Bungie is getting buku bucks from PlayStation to piss off Halo people. Activision / Sledgehammer is getting buku bucks from Xbox. It was just announced, I think I put it out there, Flex, you may have seen it. Division, when it eventually comes out, the Ubisoft, that's going for Xbox first.
Yep. Oh, really? They got Division.
Yes.
Wow.
Yep.
So, would I like to play everything all at the same time? Yeah. Is it a realistic? This is a capitalist society. It's not going to happen. I'm not going to complain about something I can't control. So, I'm going to play Destiny where my guys play it, whether I have the early DLC or not. I'm going to play Call of Duty on Xbox One. I'm going to play Destiny on PlayStation 4. I'm going to play NHL with Flex.
Well, that's very, very good for you and me and Flex. We have both systems.
Yes.
But not everybody, if you mow lawns for your extra spending money, you probably don't have two shiny brand new consoles like sitting by your TV. You got to pick one, and then it's like you get the shaft. If a game you like comes out and they got the timed exclusives on the other side, or maybe it's an exclusive like Lara Croft, Tomb Raider.
I'm going to say something that's not popular. Kids today learn the value of $1. Save your freaking money. Don't go out and buy cheeseburgers every time you have to. Save your money. If you want to not worry about these things,
get off my lawn.
Consoles, save your goddamn money. Learn the value of the dollar. Sorry. I'm old enough. I've got them both, but I also had them both when it was Sega and PlayStation. I had every console because I saved my damn money. I knew what I wanted, and I was going to do everything I could till I
was out mowing lawns staying fucking night, man, to make money to get game consoles. That's what I was doing when I was a kid. No shit. True story, man.
Washing cars. I did whatever it took to get what I wanted.
I dug a dime out of the sewer, for God's sake.
But that's not today's generation. Today's generation is a bunch of entitled little fucks that they want everything handed to them, and they're gonna bitch. Excuse my language. They're gonna bitch because they don't get everything handed to them. I'm sorry. Tough titty, said the kitty. Get a fucking job. Get off your fat ass. Don't look like me, and go out and work for it. You stupid shits.
Okay.
Man, this is another whole episode.
Okay, so
you're
basically criticizing about half the people that you play with, probably.
Don't care. The ones that I care about, it's. I understand if you're an adult and you have different priorities where, shit, I gotta pay the rent or I gotta put food on the table and I don't have the money for it. That's different. But when you're a 15-year-old kid and you're bitching that mommy only got you a PS4 and not an Xbox One 2, then get off your fat ass, get out of the basement, and go get a job. Go do something. Seriously, put the bong down, quit eating the Doritos, put the Mountain Dew down, and go mow a lawn, shovel some snow, wash a car, gigolo yourself, do something.
Shovel pig
okay,
shit,
I'm not going to sign off on that because I don't think there's any real major difference in the people that are coming up now and the people that we were then. It's just the situations have changed.
Yeah.
I think they're my ass off for everything that I have.
So
I don't have a college education, and I live a pretty fucking good life, and it's not just because of me. You know, it's because of my wife as well, but I busted my ass for everything that I got.
But you're a product of your time, and your time is different, and the people who come up of this time, their situations might be different too. So I'm not gonna put down the whole younger generation because they don't have initiative or they're working or they're too expecting of things. I mean,
I can just say that I can just say for myself in the time that I grew up, and for what I did, I worked my ass off for what I got, and that's how I got here. So kids, the lesson that I want to bring to you is work your ass off and good things will happen.
That's exactly. I got 2 kids. Both of them are very entitled, but they also know the value of the dollar. They just got money from grandpa for college, and one's mom put it in the bank, the other one's like, put it in my vodka fund. I mean, you can teach them. It's up to them to use the tools that we've given them. And I'm trying to tell you guys that don't bitch about something when you can control it. You can control what's going on. You can control what things are. If you, it's a dead point. Let's move on.
Okay, so next point. Yeah.
Next point. We got some more stuff? Do we got more stuff?
The last thing I really wanted to say is I wanted to give a shout out to Destiny channels, which I think will have a long life, unlike Yam said. More console, which I know he has a Halo history. Dado does Destiny, who is fantastic. You beautiful bastard. And Destiny in depth. 3 great Destiny channels if you want to go check out some of their content.
Well, I think more console is going to be okay either way, because if Destiny flies, he's in good, and if it flops, he's still got Halo. But those other guys, we'll see. We'll see about them.
So all I can judge them on is the content that they have now, and if the game shits the bed, the game shits the bed. I'm not going to judge it today, but who knows? You know what? I'm watching them tonight.
Well, I got the game pre-ordered. I'm playing it. So, you know, I'll see. If I love it like nobody's business, maybe I'll quit playing Halo. Who knows? That could happen. This could happen. I'm going to be surprised if it does happen.
Never going to happen. You'll never quit Halo. You have such a Halo boner right now, it's sickening.
Swing!
But I do look forward to joining you folks in Halo. Please be kind. If I ever get the gist of this recording, I'm going to get the new Elgato once money situation works out, and I wanted to try to do something a while ago, and it just never took off, so I gave all my equipment away, and I'm going to give it another go. Hopefully.
Well, if you do put up something, I'll click that shit.
I'll click it.
I'm going to try. I'm not the prettiest pig in the pen, let's just say that, but I'm definitely a pig.
Well, that I think we could all agree on, including the Major. So, Major, if you would like to come on here and discuss,
come on, bring it.
If you'd like to come on at any future time and go over any of these points, we would love to have you.
Yep.
But you're a busy guy, and you're just like.
Plus, I understand. It's what 2:30 in the morning there right now. Mm-hmm. It's like 6 hours, so it's what depends on what side of England he's on. So it's 6 hours, 5 hours, whatever.
It's 3 right now. It's
3:20 in the morning. Yep.
Yeah. So,
although he is a night owl, he's kind of got a crazy schedule.
Watch this video, call me out, and I would be happy to rebut your rebut.
There you have it.
Well, he's a classy guy, and you're a classy guy in your own way. So, if you have still been watching Bulletproof Underwear, episode number, what is it, Flex?
112.1.1.
Get a life, motherfucker. Okay. Anyway, so I have been your co-host, Yamjuice.
And I've been your co-host, Flex.
And we'd like to thank our special guest, Mr. Mango. Yay!
Yay!
Good games, everybody. Just hope to see everybody out there and have a good time and play some fun games with some good people.
Yes.
All right. So for that, you know what time it is.
It's time for this.
I think I hurt myself.
I think I saw your dental caries. Anyway, there's only one thing left to do. Take us out, Mr. Flex.
Peace out.